So today we are going to see a very beautiful shloka from Bhagavad Gita, which is actually the art of work in this life, in this world, how to work. This is Gita teaching us the art of work. I'll start with a short story. This is a story of a business tycoon and his servant Ramu. So this business tycoon was a very rich man, and he had a servant, a poor servant Ramu, who used to serve him quite faithfully. So one fine day, this businessman was going out on a business trip, and he said to Ramu that Ramu, please take care of the farmhouse, and I'll return in 2 days. I'll return. And then and he handed over the keys to Ramu. And as soon as the car left the house, Ramu was very curious to enter into the palace and especially the bedroom of this businessman, because all the time he had been dreaming that when will I get to see what is there inside his bedroom. So when he entered the bedroom, it was so luxurious, with the best of the silken like beds and air conditioner and television, and so luxurious that Ramu was tempted to take a small nap on the bed of the businessman. And Ramu thought that now he's alone, so he switched on the television. He went on the bed, and the same kambal which the businessman uses, he used that to put around himself, and he was changing the channels one after another. And doing like this, he did not realize when he slept. And that businessman who had already left, as typical Hindi movies, he had left something back at the home, so he had to again return back. And now this man came back quickly, rushing towards his home because of something what he had left to carry with him. And he saw that the door is open. He entered into the palace, and then he saw that the bedroom door is also open. And then he entered into the bedroom and noticed that this businessman's servant Ramu, he is sleeping peacefully in his bedroom on his own bed, and putting around himself his own kambal, and the TV is on and the AC is on. Now all of you can imagine what the businessman would have done. The businessman silently went around in the house searching for a huge stick. And then as soon as he got a stick, he came in his bedroom and started beating Ramu left and right. Initially, Ramu did not know who is beating because he was in deep sleep. And he was like, "Kaun hai, kaun hai?" And this businessman said, "Tera baap," and get up. And then, and he saw this, that the businessman has come back. And he said, "Saab, आप यहाँ पर कैसे? आप तो गए ना 2 दिन के लिए." He told, मैं कुछ तो छोड़ दिया था, उसके लिए मैं आया. But then I saw that you were enjoying my property like anything, and you were sleeping on my own bed. At this point, Ramu started laughing. So the businessman was beating him and Ramu was laughing. And the businessman was bewildered. He asked, "अरे रामू बता, मैं इतना पीट रहा हूं तुमको और तू हंस रहा है. Why are you laughing?" And immediately Ramu said, "I am just thinking that for 10-15 minutes I enjoyed your property, and the result is such heavy beatings. My dear sir, you have been enjoying the property of God for how many years? Almost 50 years today. Last 50 साल से भगवान की प्रॉपर्टी को एंजॉय कर रहे हो, and you are not acknowledging his presence. So I'm just thinking how much Yamraj ke dande you will get at the end of your life." And this was very revealing to the businessman. There was one post on Facebook, and this became very viral. That an old man of 93 years old, in Italy, he got better in the hospital, and he was told to pay for the ventilator for 1 day. And when he got to know the cost, some 500 Italian rupees, Italian, whatever you call it, euros or whatever. And the doctors thought that he's crying over the bill. For 1 day ventilator, the cost was, like, you can imagine, something like 25,000 or 50,000. So the doctor thought he's crying over the bill, and he said that the doctor said, don't cry because of the money, because you have already got better. And the man said, I'm not crying because of the money I have to pay. I can pay all the money. I cry because I have been breathing God's air for 93 years, but I never paid for it. And today, for 1 day's ventilator cost, I'm paying so much money. How much I owe to God? This was his question. I didn't thank God for that before. So, so in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gives this very beautiful sutra as the art of working in this world. Let me recite the shloka. Yagyarthat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sanga samachara. Yagyarthat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sanga samachara. यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणो अन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धना तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्त संग samachara. This is a very beautiful shloka which tells you that to become free in this world, to become free from the reactions of karma in this world, you don't have to stop working. You simply have to dovetail your work from selfish work to selfless service of God. यज्ञार्थार्थ कर्मणो अन्यत्र. जब हम कोई भी वर्क, चाहे वो अपना पढ़ाई हो, चाहे जॉब हो, चाहे कोई भी भगवान की सेवा, if we do it for pleasing Vishnu, if we do it as a sacrifice to the Supreme Lord Krishna, then we don't get karma bandhana. We will never be bound by karma. But if a person acts for his own selfish interest, whether he is, whatever he may be doing, he may be raising his family or whatever he may be doing, but if he does it for himself and not as a duty given by God and not as an offering to God, then what will happen? He will become bound by karma. And if he does it for offering for Vishnu, then mukta sanga samachara. He will become liberated. The same work will make him liberated. If any one of you have ever seen old generation cassettes, tape recorders, you will observe that one of the circles will move in a direction which will unwind, and one of them will move in such a way that it will it will more and more it will be bound. So both of them look like the same, but one is actually liberating and one is actually binding. So work for Krishna or work for selfish purpose appears similar. In both you may be studying, in both you may be raising a family, in both you may be doing a job. But the problem is that one binds you and one liberates you. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed, otherwise work causes bondage in this world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction. And in that way, you will remain free from bondage. So, this chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is not just saying a thank you to God, but it is actually asking God for some service. So, one level is that you thank your parents that you have given me so much. But the higher level is that you want to serve your parents. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a prayer asking for some service to God. that I want to serve you, I want to love you, I want to please